I have changed every name in this account except Dimas's. That was the promise I made before I left the village, and it is the only promise I still know how to keep. Our university group arrived in the last week of the rains. We had come to fix a classroom roof and install water filters for a village between rice fields and a narrow river. Bamboo leaned over the banks like people listening. To reach the school, we crossed a footbridge of planks, rope, and old bamboo poles. It bowed in the middle. Below it, the brown water carried leaves, fish scales, and once, the swollen body of a white chicken. On our first evening, Sari, the teacher, met us beside the bridge with wet exercise books under her arm.
After the sunset call, do not cross there. If someone on the bridge asks your name, do not answer. If you drop something, leave it until morning.
Bima laughed because he laughed at anything that sounded like a rule.
What happens if we answer?
Sari looked at the river.
Then the bridge remembers you.
There were ribbons tied to the bridge rail, faded red and dirty white. Some held shells. Some held school pencils. Near the first plank, a child's sandal had been nailed through the sole. The next days were hot and useful. We patched leaks, carried sand, and let the children copy our accents. At lunch, they told us about Dimas, a boy from the school who had crossed during a storm the year before. His mother had called from the far bank. Dimas answered that he was there and ran toward her voice. His mother was inside their house the whole time. They found him at dawn, caught in the roots downstream. Since then, no student crossed after dusk. No one said a true name on the planks. No one picked up what fell there. On our fourth night, the rain returned hard. The health post roof leaked over our filter boxes, and Bima insisted we go across to move them. Bima said,
5 minutes. Nobody is asking my name.
I went because I was tired of being called afraid. We had one torch between us. Halfway across, Bima slipped. His phone flew from his hand and landed between two planks, screen still lit.
Leave it.
He crouched anyway. The river breathed under us. The bamboo poles creaked. Then Dimas's voice spoke from the far end of the bridge. Dimas asked,
Kek, what is your name?
The torch shook in my hand. A child stood beyond the rain, barefoot, school shirt pasted to his chest. His face was shadow, but his mouth showed pale. Bima stood too fast.
Who are you?
The child stepped onto the bridge. The planks did not dip under him. Dimas asked again.
What is your name?
I remembered Sari's face. I remembered the nailed sandal. I grabbed Bima's sleeve and whispered for him not to answer. Bima pulled free. Maybe he meant to be brave. Maybe he was only angry because fear had found him first.
My name is Bima, and yours?
The rain stopped. Not slowed. Stopped. Every drop hung bright in the torch beam, fixed like glass beads. The river kept moving, but without sound. The child smiled, and the darkness behind him filled with small voices, all whispering Bima's name as if learning it by heart. My torch went out. In the dark, Bima screamed once. Something heavy struck the planks, then dragged itself toward the bridge's bowed middle. I crawled backward, palms sliding on wet bamboo. A small cold hand caught my ankle. Dimas asked beside my ear.
Name?
I bit my tongue until I tasted blood. I did not answer. I kicked and rolled off the bridge into the mud of the near bank. At dawn, the village found me under the banana trees. Bima was on the far side, sitting beside the health post. His clothes were dry. His phone was in his lap. He smiled when he saw us, but he did not know his own name. Sari took me to the bridge before I left. A new ribbon hung on the rail, bright red, still wet. Beside the nailed sandal, someone had fixed Bima's student card through the plastic with a rusted nail.
Do not write his true name. Do not give it more road.
So I have changed it here. Only Dimas remains Dimas. The bridge already had him. And last week, when the first rain of the season struck my apartment window, I heard a wet plank creak in the hallway outside my room.